Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel Governance Guard. Today we are covering your right as an internet user in India and real data protection cases that resulted in hefty penalties. We will also explain what standard companies must follow and how you can protect yourself online. Airtel Telecom subscriber verification penalties between 23 and 2025. Bharti Airtel, one of India's largest telecom operators, faced multiple penalties totaling several lakhs for failing to comply with subscriber verification norms. The Department of Telecommunication conducted audits in states like Karnataka, Delhi, Assam, Bihar, Punjab, and Tamil Nadu, finding that Airtel had activated SIM cards without proper identity and address verification. For example, in August 2025, DOT fined Airtel 2.14 lakhs for the lapse in Karnataka, with similar fine issued across other regions, including 6.48 lakh notice in Assam. This violation breaches the Digital Personal Data Protection Act and Telecom Communication License Agreements, which mandate strict customer verification to curb identity theft and phone-related frauds. Airtel paid these fines and committed to rectify a verification process. Additionally, in 2024, unverified report claimed a massive leak of 375 million customers' Aadhaar and PAN data on the dark web, which Airtel denied, highlighting the need for transparency and robust data security. The cases underscores the consequences of lax control in telecom data management and reinforcement the importance of consistent identity verification. Delhi Hospital healthcare data leak. A Delhi government hospital was penalized after confidential patient health records were leaked publicly, violating stringent privacy norms. Under the Digital Personal Data Protection Act and the Sensitive Personal Data or Information SPDI rules, the breach exposed sensitive medical histories, placing patients at risk and highlight gaps in danger encryption and access control. The hospital failed to obtain informed consent for data sharing, a fundamental requirement under the Indian health and data protection laws. Authorities emphasize that healthcare provider must implement strong cybersecurity practices and timely breach notification to the Data Protection Board to mitigate the harm. This case serves as a stern reminder for healthcare institutions to prioritize patients' privacy, which is vital for the trust and compliance with sector-specific legal framework. National Stock Exchange NSE confidential data sharing penalties. In a landmark enforcement action, Indian National Stock Exchange paid hefty 403.5 crore settlement to SEBI for improperly sharing confidential trading data with unauthorized parties. This violation contravened the DPDP Act and the RBI's strict master direction governing financial data confidentiality. Such breach risk market manipulation and unfair competitive advantages, threatening the integrity of India's financial market. NSE settlements reflect regulators' determination to enforce transparency and safeguard the sensitive business data. Finance entities must rigorously control data access, ensure proper contractual safeguard, and comply with the data protection norms to avoid severe penalties and reputational damages. Meta privacy and antitrust files. Meta Platform, the parent company of WhatsApp, faced major fines exceeding 213 crores by the Competition Commission of India for imposing privacy policy changes in 2021 without valid consent. Investigation found that WhatsApp forced data sharing practices violate user privacy and competition laws, undermining consumer choices. Subsequently, Meta was fined an additional 250 million for abusing its dominant position through unfair data sharing practices. The regulatory action spotlights the growing enforcement on digital platform accountability, transparency in privacy law, Genuine user consent and compliance with competition norms are mandatory to protect consumer and maintain a fair digital ecosystem. Byju's students data leak penalty. Byju, a leading edtech company, was fined 2 crores after sensitive student data was leaked online. The breach exposed personal identifier information of minor, triggering strict penalties under DPDP Act. Children's data protection provision. EdTech platform must obtain parental consent for data collection, enforce strict access control, and use encryption to protect the student's record. This case highlights the high responsibility educational tech companies to have in safeguard young users' privacy and adhering the sector-specific legal framework designed to protect minors. Vodafone Idea and ICICI Bank SIM swap fraud. Vodafone Idea and ICICI Bank were fined multiple lakhs after SIM swap fraud facility theft, totaling crores of rupees. The investigation revealed that lapse in KYC verification and SIM issuance protocol, violation under TRAI regulations and the DPDP Act. This scam exploits weak identity checks, enabling criminals to hijack phone numbers and bypassing banking security. The penalties reinforce the urgent need for the telecom and banking sectors to enhance fraud detection system, tightening KYC process and ensure swift breach reporting to regulatory authorities to protect consumers and financial assets. Flipkart e-commerce data misuse. Flipkart, India's largest e-commerce platform, was penalized for storing the transaction logs without obtaining explicit user consent, violating the DPDP Act and consumer protection laws. The case uncovered how Flipkart collect and retain detailed purchase history, metadata beyond users' knowledge, raising transparency and privacy concern. E-commerce companies are legally mandated to clearly disclose data collection practices, acquire informed consent, restrict unnecessary data retention to secure consumer trust. This enforcement action underscores the need for the retailers to comply with the data minimization principle and robust privacy policy. Twitter India metadata collection violation. Twitter India was penalized for collecting, processing user metadata without explicit consent, breaching the DPDP Act provision treating metadata as personal data. The lack of transparency and failure to publish mandate monthly compliance reports on consent moderations and data handling led regulators to label Twitter as habitual non-compliance platform. Court dismissed Twitter legal challenges against government directives enforcing compliance, resulting in fines and mandate adherence to data privacy and consent law. This case intensifies scrutiny of social media platforms to respect user privacy and ensure transparent data practices aligned with the Indian evolving data regulation. Supreme Court website hacked April 2018. The Supreme Court of India officially website was hacked by a Brazilian group in 2018 and displaying cannibal leaf imagery and making the site inaccessible for hours. Investigations were conducted by the IT/NICs. This case underscored the importance of cybersecurity for judicial and IT infrastructure and e-court system to prevent services disruptions and data breaches. In September 2024, the Supreme Court YouTube channel was also compromised, showing the cryptocurrency promotion videos instead of the court content. The platform was disabled and restored after the compliance action. This highlights the need of the strong digital investigation in live streaming security in judiciary portals and enforcing the platform policies to maintain integrity and transparency. Similarly, on the Kolkata High Court live stream fed of a vacation bench hearing was briefly hijacked to display an obscene video. The live stream was suspended and a complaint was lodged with the cybercrime department. This emphasizes the judicial live stream security, cyber incident response protocols, and safeguarding public access while preventing the misuse. As a user, always read privacy policies, know your right to update or delete your data, withdraw your consent when needed, and never overshare sensitive information. Use strong password, enable two-factor authentication, and stay vigilant. Your data is your asset. Protect it smartly online. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more insightful tech privacy tips. Stay safe and stay informed.